Today I'm making something really yummy. I'm making a lemon cheesecake with a chocolate crumb base. So let's get on with the ingredients. We need 2 packages of cream cheese. Those are 8 ounces each or 250 grams each. So we need 2 packages of cream cheese, 1 cup of chocolate wafer crumbs. You can also use graham cracker crumbs if you wish. 1 tin of sweetened condensed milk. That is a 10-ounce can or 300 milliliters. A 1/4 cup of regular white sugar. A 1/4 cup of lemon juice. 3 eggs. And a 1/4 cup of butter. And I'm using salted butter in this recipe. So those are the ingredients. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got myself a larger bowl here. I'm just going to get all of our cookie crumbs in there. Our sugar. We'll just stir that around just to incorporate it a little bit. And what I've done here, you notice that my butter is melted. I just melted that for about 15 seconds in the microwave just to melt it. Alright, there we go. Now I'm just going to pour all of the butter in there. Just like that. And then we'll just give that a little stir. Now, I have a spring-form pan which I lined with parchment paper, okay? And we're going to put this in there and then we're going to push it down into the base of the actual springform pan. So I'm just going to mix this up and I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, that's well incorporated. I have my springform pan here and you see the parchment paper on there. So I'm just going to take this now, just get all of that in there. That smells good. Okay. So I'm just using the back of a measuring cup. You can use the back of a spoon if you wish. Okay. We just want to get all of that nicely packed down. Try to get it even as well. If you want to use more of a base, you can if you wish. But that's what I'm using. So there we go. You know, you could use 1.5 cups if you wanted to make it a little bit thicker. But for this size, this is good. This is a 9-inch and this works well. So there we go. So that's our first step. Alright, what we're going to do first is get all of our cream cheese into our bowl. I'm using Philadelphia today. You can use any brand that you wish. I really love and appreciate that Kraft still uses the packaging from many years ago. You know, you've got the nice foil packaging with that little piece of blue plastic inside. Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid because it was the same thing way back then. Alright, so that's our first step. Oh, that smells good. So I'm going to grab my hand mixer. And I just want to mix this around just a little bit, just to cream it up a little bit. This is going to be a really simple cheesecake. And I will be doing other recipes because I know the first thing you're thinking is, what? No sour cream? Don't worry, I will be doing other recipes that include sour cream. But for today, this is what I'm doing. This is a really easy one and you'll like this one as well. Okay, so there we go. Just cream that up a little bit. And then I'm going to grab our condensed milk and just pour that in as well. I've got a little spatula here just to help me get this out. So just to recap, this is a 10-ounce tin, 300 milliliters. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll just start mixing this in. I also want you to preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so that's good. And now we have our 3 eggs to incorporate. So I'm going to get all of those cracked and I'll be back in a second. So let's pop in our first egg. That's egg number 1. We'll just get that mixed in. And then egg number 2. And I did separate my eggs into separate bowls just to make the video a little bit quicker. And it also is a little bit safer because you don't want to go directly cracking an egg into a mixture like this, because you're not going to have a lot of fun trying to find a tiny piece of shell in a mixture of this color. And there we go. And there's egg number 3. Okay? And our last little ingredient is our lemon juice. So just pour that in. And we'll get that incorporated. Alright, perfect. Alright, I've got my pan ready. So I'm just going to come back in 1 second. Okay, so I've got my springform pan here on top of a baking tray. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all of our mixture. Oh, that's so nice. And that smells really, really good. And I'm just going to get that right in there. Let's just get everything out. And there we go. And then I'm just going to get this spread out just like that a little bit. Oh, we got a little bit of our crumb that we put down earlier. There we go. And we'll just get that all like that. And I'm going to bake this now for about 1 hour. I want this to set completely. I'll tell you exactly how long I left it in my oven. Obviously in everybody else's oven there might be a little, might be a slight difference of 5 or 10 minutes, but it's basically an hour for this recipe. So I'm going to pop it in the oven and I will be back when it's all done. Alright, I'm just going to take a knife now and go around. My cake was in for a total of 1 hour at that 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Cake's been out now for about 10 minutes, but I do want to get my ring off. So I've got my little clip here. I'm just going to open that up. And you always want to take your knife and just go around, or a tiny spatula, and just go around just to help it, come away from the sides. And then we're just going to open it right up and we'll just give it a little pull very, very gently, and there we go. And that is very, very nice. Let's just go all the way around. Yep, looks very, very good. So now what we want to do is you want to get this into the fridge, and you really want to chill this down 2 to 4 hours, depending on how hungry you are, but you really want to chill this down, and that's where the whole mixture is really going to solidify, and that's what you want to do. So right now that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this into my fridge. I'm going to probably chill it a good 4 hours, and then I'll come back. Alright, so my cheesecake is really chilled now. I moved it over to a white plate just because I want to serve it on a white plate, and I am ready to add a little bit of chocolate ganache to the top. You could just take this cheesecake right now, cut it up like that, put a little bit of cherry sauce or whatever you're going to serve with your cheesecake, or you could do what I'm doing now, is I'm just going to put on some nice chocolate ganache and just get that right on the top. This is optional, but I love chocolate, so I'm just going to get that all over the top, just like that. I do have chocolate ganache recipes on my channel if you'd like to see those. Just look for chocolate ganache and you'll find one, because I do make it a lot. And there we go. You can make this as thin or as thick as you wish. You can drip it over the sides if you want as well, but I want the a little bit of the sides to show. We can just do that. I'm going to put on a little bit more, I think. And we'll just get that on there. Just like that. And the only thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop this into the fridge again so that it really chills down. And there we go. Beautiful. So this is my lemon cheesecake with chocolate crumb base. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.